Welcome back to Notes from the Sanctuary. I'm Véronique,
And I'm Paola.
and we're learning to live a better, gentler life, and we want you to come along for the ride.
So as per usual, this month we've been exploring what it means to arrive in your life, setting gentle intentions and building a foundation of gratitude. So today we're shifting into something a little bit more deeply supportive, rituals. So we're talking about the small, the grounding practices, and anything that helps you feel held overall.
Yes, so our resource is the guided ritual workbook. This will be available, actually it is available right now to purchase, and it is a premium resource, but we also have some free stuff that Paola will talk about later. So it's a very, it turned into a 350-page book because I got really into it. So I started it thinking, okay, I'm gonna look into it because I was like, okay, what are the types of things that support people? And rituals was one of them. And I'm like, what, witchcraft?
Exactly. That was the first thing that went to mind. Okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be
No,
witchcraft,
it's
right?
not.
That's a kind of ritual.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's actually why it got so big, because then it's like you realize just how many rituals we have.
Yeah.
It's like a birthday is a ritual. Oh,
Yeah.
a marriage is a ritual. A funeral is a ritual.
Yeah. Or your morning coffee.
Yes.
That's a ritual.
Yes, my morning coffee is definitely my ritual. Yes, so a ritual basically is like anything that you set an intention for, and that basically you're going to really make sure to be present while you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So I think the most important thing is just mind-body connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I gave you a few sample
Yes.
pages of some of the activities in the workbook.
Kind of cool. And what's neat, again, I go back to my artsy, there's a lot of space to reflect, draw, write, or if you're not like that, you can just be like, yes, check mark, or just move on.
Oh yeah, no,
right?
yeah, because nothing is,
yeah.
and that's actually kind of the cool thing is that this workbook ended up with a lot of written chapters too. So basically, you technically don't even need to do the activities, and it's still a nice thing to have. But so at the end of every section, there's a reflection space that you can or can't use, or not can't.
You could use if you wanted to.
Yes. And so there's 13 chapters, and we go through everything from what makes a ritual. So that's where I was my brain started going really crazy, because it was just there's so many rituals that we don't really see as rituals, and routines can turn into rituals when we make them special.
Absolutely.
So, and then we talked, I talked about rituals across culture, across time, the different spaces you might have to hold rituals. It sounds so witchcraft when you say hold rituals, but it can be your coffee.
It could be anything.
At the table.
It could be I finished work, I need to sit down on my couch to de-stress.
Yes, that becomes your ritual space.
Exactly.
Yes,
right?
exactly. And it's but it's funny because this took a very different turn than what I was expecting, and I was just the other stuff is fun too. It's super fun, but this has become a lot more complete, because we do talk a little bit about the mystical sides.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's very grounded. It's very based on just practices that are more for mental health and just feeling with it.
Yeah. And I think there's value in knowing what rituals are and how they could link back to each person's life, right?
Yes.
So if we go back to your coffee, that's your ritual. For someone else, it could be completely different, and you might not even notice that you're doing rituals, but they are rituals, right? And then if you notice them, if you start noticing them more, then you do them more, and then it just becomes a habit, and
it becomes a very grounding
exactly.
practice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, looking at the printouts she gave me, I think it could be super inviting, and there's definitely many ways to take it, and there's some guided activities and there's non-guided ones. So you could really take a look at what fits for you, or what doesn't, and there might be some free parts of it.
Yeah, so like the 5-pillar ritual there.
So this one here.
Yes. So that's where like we break down like formally what a ritual is, but like we just said, like rituals are not really necessarily formal, but I wanted to find like a way to like put it down on paper that was not just like step 1, step 2. And so I kind of made this mandala and split it into 5 so that basically you can like write the different parts of your ritual in each part. And then eventually throughout the book, we talk about like symbols and things like that. And eventually you can create symbols for the different parts of your rituals and put them into your mandala, and it becomes kind of like a sigil. Like it becomes like a thing that just represents that ritual for you that I guess no one else can understand.
Yeah. So it's almost your own language that, but it could be interesting, right? Because
it's
I mean,
a visual representation.
Exactly, of something that interests you, or
and even if you're not super artsy, you've kind of put together something by just putting a few little symbols inside of a mandala, and it's kind of like,
I think it could be fun. I'm personally gonna try it this week, and maybe I'll check in with you guys next week and let you know how it went, or next month, or whenever I get around to it. But yeah, it could be cool.
And so yeah, the 3 things, we have the ritual structure, and then we have herbology cards, which was just as part of an activity in the workbook. It was just a very small part of it, where it was like, because we use herbs and rituals, with like assigning symbols to them and making little cards as one of the activity. And because like someone that's using the book might have a need for more cards, I made a printout for more cards. And then I thought, hey, anyone can use them. Like, it's fun. Like,
it could be anything.
It could be anything. And like, I made these little, I put like lavender on this one. And so you say like the plant name, the scent and sensation, the memory or association. So in my case, it's like family or mother, because I went to lavender fields with my family.
Nice.
And there was like a Mother's Day that like everything was like lavender themed for some reason. So now I associated with motherhood. So the intention that I use lavender for, I think most people do, is calm.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you just like you can use it in a ritual to bring calm and peace. And it's like a lot of us just like, like, I don't know, spray our pillows with lavender or things like that. And we do it, and it's almost a ritual, right? We just don't really have the intention behind it. So if you like you just stand, take a moment, and you're doing it, then it becomes a ritual.
Yeah. Or be mindful of why you're doing it, right?
Exactly.
No, that's super neat. And I think I really like the cards. I think they're really interesting, but I guess I'm curious if we're doing a ritual as like, let's say like ingredients. These are like ingredients to your ritual. I'm thinking about myself, or even others, like maybe you put music on as you're doing your ritual. Maybe as you're cooking every day, you need to put music on to feel grounded. Couldn't that music or that sound be part of your ingredient list?
Make it like a ingredient card instead
exactly.
Of a
so
herbology
not
card.
Herbology. Could be anything. Because even think about it, smell. For you, it's lavender, but it could also be like the physical plant, but it could also be like lavender perfume or a lavender scent.
Or just a scent that reminds you of something.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to make another set that is going to be ingredient cards. So
Perfect.
that's going to be also available for free.
The next update, the next 2.0. Yeah. Because I think that will be cool.
I think that's great.
For everyone, it could be different.
And
right?
like, because I call them like ritual recipes in the book, like having ingredients is perfect.
Perfect. Look at that. Level up.
All right, so we're actually going to do a tiny little ritual together.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, like I was saying, that like anything could be a ritual. And basically, I think that like having like a piece of chocolate can really feel like a ritual. In this case, it's going to be even like easier to like make it into a ritual, because these little chocolates have like little sayings in them.
Okay, cute.
So we can reflect on them. So basically, like before we're going to eat the chocolate, we're going to set an intention.
Okay.
So like my intention is just to really enjoy it, like to notice it and enjoy it.
Yes.
And then actually this is so perfect because the next part of a ritual is opening.
Okay.
It's the opening. In this case, we are
open.
literally opening the chocolate. It is a little awkward.
Nicely wrapped. It's almost like a fortune cookie.
Yes, very much. Oh, oops. It's like written in Italian, but there's like English underneath.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start by doing the core of the ritual, which is just the tasting.
Okay.
Mm.
That's really good.
Mm.
Mm.
It's good to like pay attention. I was like trying not to like moan too much.
Mm.
That's very good.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And so, as part of the closing, we're gonna read the message. I'm gonna read in English. There can be love without friendship, but not friendship without love.
That's lovely.
That is.
Oh, that's really nice. Okay, mine says, happiness is a butterfly. When chased, it might never be caught, but with patience, it could land upon you.
Oh my God, I love that.
That's lovely.
I absolutely love that.
That's really nice.
Because it's true, you can't really chase happiness.
It has to come to you. You need to be open to it.
Yeah. And we're doing the reflection right now, which is the last pillar.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I really like that actually. And thinking about it, during the ritual, the chocolate was really like dense. So at one point I was always like, whoa, this is a lot, because it was a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
And
normally you wouldn't notice that.
Mm-hmm. But I was really paying attention, and I also put the whole thing in my mouth. So I like, it was a lot. So I think that was interesting, because normally when I eat chocolate, it's just like, oh, I'm eating chocolate. Yeah. Like, it's good. I know it's good, but I'm not.
No. Yeah. It's like, we love chocolate. Like, but I don't know. It's like when you turn it into an experience. And actually, this is actually a really interesting thing. I don't think I've got it planned to talk on later, but otherwise I'm putting things in the wrong order. I was listening to a psychologist talk about, you know how like when you get older, time seems to go faster and faster.
Yes, absolutely. Agreed.
And the reason for that is actually because our brains are very lazy. So when we're young, it has no choice but to record every little experience because it has nothing to go back on. The older you have, the more it will just link to old, like, experiences and not record new memories quite so much. Like, it's still there, but it's not recorded the same way, so it doesn't take as much space.
Okay.
And so the time is not taking as much space. And so actually, when I was like talking about how writing about how rituals like slow space down, I remembered that, slow time down. I remembered that psychologist talking about that. Yeah. And I realized that rituals is actually a really great way to slow down time, because you're actually making an intention, you're focusing on that moment, and yes, it is actually like really grounding you into that moment.
So instead of just, it's almost like, what's the word? I'm thinking monotone, but that's definitely not it. It's when you do something and you're so used to it. Routine. Yes. Yeah, it comes automatic, right? Like, for example, you're driving and you don't even notice, and somehow you got home. Yeah. And I'm like, how did I get home? Because you did that all on autopilot. Yes. So rather than doing this, you're intentionally activating almost like your brain. Yeah.
And the autopilot's not bad either, because we're actually going to talk about that in the next episode when we talk about meditation. A lot of that comes with that. But it's kind of like choosing which moments you want to really stretch out
and focus on.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So let's stretch out the more we get older. I think that's the goal then, to stretch out our time and our memories.
Yeah, like make an intention of like, this is going to be special. And then your brain's like, oh, okay, this is not the same old. I better like really focus on this.
Exactly. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I love that.
Okay, so from here, we're going to do the questions.
Yes.
So we'll move on to that. It's like a conversation part. So we basically guide this conversation with questions. It's not a script. We have a few things that we like to touch on.
Yes.
But we probably don't always do it.
It's okay. It'll be fine. So we'll bring it in with a bit of structure. So we want to talk a little bit about different life stages, maybe some somatic cues, personal practices. There's a meditation journal, resources as well. But really, the conversation is just going to flow like usual. And we're just going to be sitting here chatting. So we're just going to be honest, soft, and continue with our intuition. And we're hoping that you join us.
Yes. Like we want kind of have that feeling of, I don't know, like when I watch podcasts where they're chatting, I feel like I'm just sitting with some friends.
Exactly.
That's what
that's the goal.
Yeah.
Okay. So, question 1. When you think about rituals, what does the word mean to you?
Well, we kind of went over that because, like, it was kind of, to me, it was kind of like witchcrafts and spells and like, I don't know, like, you know, different traditions and cultures, and then it can be all of those things, but it's like, I learned that it means a lot more than that. So now it means to me, like, taking those moments of like making them special.
I think that's exactly what it means for me, because I think everything in your life, sometimes it just passes by and it can go so quick. But even if it's just, I have no plans one day and I'm choosing to stay at home and cook and spend time with my dog, I can make it into a ritual because I, focus on the moment, and like I have a really fuzzy blanket that I like to use, right? So it's just, I'm tuning into my feelings and my sense and everything, and that becomes the ritual with me and her. And it could be just any other day, but that's how I make it a ritual, because now it's a special moment for us, right?
Yes.
So making the everyday special almost.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. Question 2. How do you see meditation fitting into the bigger world of ritual?
Ooh. So, well, I mean, meditation can definitely be part of a ritual. You can definitely have rituals around meditation. I think meditation is probably a lot more effective if you set an intention for it. I mean, again, like, you don't always have to be guided, but to have that intention kind of like gently tells your brain like which direction you kind of want to go with it. So I definitely could see meditation fitting as part of ritual.
I totally agree. And I think it also depends on how people do meditation individually too, because meditation could also just be like, okay, I'm grounding myself for a couple of seconds. I'm trying to clear my mind while you could be in the middle of the mall, for example, somewhere really busy, and that could be how you choose to ground yourself and meditate for that 1 minute, right?
That can also be a ritual. So it all depends on, like, I think the difference is whether you're kind of in a self-defense mode or whatever, where you're just like, you're just kind of disconnecting to meditate quickly, like as an emergency, versus if you're making it a ritual where you're like,
so it depends on how you're using it then.
Yeah, I think so.
Very interesting. I'm excited to delve more into this, because I feel like they could be so easily linked.
Yeah.
And if you do both of them more, then they just become interconnected almost, and they become seamless in your life too.
Yes. I think they can definitely like rituals have basically meditation fit into rituals more than rituals fit into meditation. Like, as in, that was a weird way of saying it.
I get what you mean, but I don't know, because I think rituals can definitely fit into meditation a lot, because meditation, it becomes a ritual.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I meant more like meditation becomes part of a ritual versus a ritual becoming part of meditation. Like, you can meditate without it being a ritual.
Yes.
But I think in most cases it will be one.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I said it really weird.
Fine, everything is fine. Okay, let's go to the next question. What are some rituals that really hold you in your daily life?
Well, we've been talking about my morning coffee a lot. So that's definitely one.
Yeah.
And actually, since making like the workbook, I've been like really like, focusing like on that coffee, like really noticing it.
Mm-hmm.
So
do you find that has helped you like or changed your perspective?
I think so. I didn't like realize until you asked me, but I've been having like a really more grounded like feeling, even though like I'm like way overworked right now.
That's amazing.
I'm still feeling like very grounded, and I'm wondering if that has something to do with it.
It probably does. That's nice. And if that works for you to feel grounded, especially if you're doing it at the start of your day, I feel like you're setting yourself up for success, because then you're sometimes, I mean, I'm not a morning person, so for me, that's the hardest part of my day. I'm like, I have to get up and actually do something.
Yeah.
But again, if you have a ritual that sets you up for success in the morning, like a coffee, then that's amazing. Like, my ritual is in the morning taking out my dog, going for a walk. So
that's a great way to start your day.
Yes. And for me, that movement, that body movement, and breathing fresh air, seeing the sun, like vitamin D is so crucial, especially when in Canada, where it's like, it was negative 30, like no sun. So anyway, yes, I like sun, and it makes a huge difference. And again, if you're setting yourself up for success in the morning, that's amazing.
I say I'm solar powered, so
you're like a plant. It's okay.
Actually, yeah, another ritual that I have is one that you walked in on
today. Oh, yes. Okay,
yeah. So like, when I cook, like, cooking is a routine, obviously. It's something I have to do every day. But I've actually, before reading about rituals, I turned it into a ritual, just didn't have a word for it. But I used to do it with a glass of wine. Then I stopped liking wine. And now I do it with sparkly water. But basically the music goes up. And it's like, the kids know, like, mom's cooking dinner because the music's gone up. And, often I'm singing and I'm dancing in the kitchen.
Amazing.
And it's just like, it became like something I did to like force myself to like enjoy that time. And it so worked. Like, it's actually a part that I look forward to in the day, as long as I know what I'm cooking, because I hate the figuring out what to eat.
Yeah.
But as long as I know what we're eating, I really enjoy that, because I've made such a...
We have a visitor.
Hi, Bella.
Okay, get out of here, little cat. Hello.
She looks a bit like a skunk. Excuse me.
Move your butt.
So yes. She's like, cooking. I like food.
Tell me more. And honestly, that's really nice, because cooking is one of those, we need to feed ourselves.
Yes.
We need to survive. So automatically we will always have to do that. So if you can find a way to enjoy it, or make something that it could be like annoying or bothersome into something enjoyable, then I feel like you hacked life.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, that's like, it's a ritual I figured out before, and now it's like, now I actually put the word to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that I did to kind of like flip my, okay, I'm off work during this time because I'm often working after supper too. But I'm off work during this time and I'm gonna enjoy it. And then I'm music, and then it's like chopping, it becomes fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like, or
and it goes back to like movement and moving your body and enjoying life, laughing, music. Like I feel like if you can make more of these enjoyable rituals into your life, then you seeing the good things in it.
And there's definitely laughing when I'm singing at the top of my lungs because I realize like what the neighbors must be hearing, and I just like, oh my God. But
it's fine. We're just singing here. And we're not going over the noise limits, so it's okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Do you have any other rituals?
I'm not sure. Like I think I need to reflect more because I feel like I do definitely have rituals, but I feel like my rituals, they're like, for example, for me, a ritual is every single morning when I turn on my computer, I mentally prepare myself to start work, and I work from home, so I can like, for me, setting up my computer, my desk, when my chair is in the right position, like everything is right.
That's definitely a ritual.
It's
actually something that's mentioned in the book.
That's amazing.
That like setting up your desk or getting ready for working and what. Yeah,
I feel like it is, and if I'm mentally prepared, like it's almost like a shift in my brain. Because at first it's, again, walking my dog, I'm free, I'm like, it's movement, life, joy. And then it's like, oh, I have to work. That's okay. Let me just mentally shift my brain and get everything set up. And then I'm ready. Like, I feel like I am more efficient. I am not bothered. I'm happier almost. It's just a better workday overall. So I guess it's part of the life stage that I'm in because I'm building my career a little bit.
Yes.
I think I feel like I probably have more rituals that I haven't actually considered.
You haven't identified. Now that we've had this talk, you're gonna be like, oh, this is a ritual.
Everything I do is gonna be a ritual. Like, just watch.
And like rituals don't have to be something you repeat.
True. Okay.
So like, for example, like, like that chocolate ritual we did. I mean, we will have chocolate again, but I'm saying like, it doesn't have to be like, okay, well, now I'm having chocolate at this time every day. Like, it's not necessarily a routine, so.
True. It's almost just when you do something, make it a ritual.
Yes.
I love that.
I love rituals. I realize, like, like, I'm someone that makes things, like, I like to celebrate all the moments. Like, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day, like, I'm gonna have green decorations in my house, even though like no one's coming over.
Wear green for you. It's doing it for you. Oh, I actually love that. Or like, I don't know. Like my mom would be like, Paola, why do you wear makeup, or why do you dress up today? For me. Yeah. I just wanted to just wear something really nice today and be fancy for me. So I feel like that could also be like a form of ritual and being intentional of what I'm choosing for my day.
I like straighten my hair and I'm not going anywhere.
Exactly. It's just for me.
Yeah. I just want to be able to pass by the mirror and be like, hey, you.
Or like, when I deep condition my hair, I'm super intentional about it and I make it a ritual because I put a bunch of like oils and stuff into it and it's like super soft and I love it, but that's a ritual. Actually, now that I'm talking. Yes. I feel like there's definitely so many rituals in our life that we don't even notice.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, next question.
Yes.
When you think about building rituals that actually stay with you, what helps?
Okay, so this, I would not have had an answer for you if it weren't for all the research.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yes. So I think one of if you want to build a ritual that is actually, like we said, it doesn't have to be a routine, but if you want to build one that is more like a routine, it's best to actually attach it to a routine.
Huh.
So it's either you turn your routine into a ritual or you add the ritual like to the end of that routine. Or so it's like, okay, after I brush my teeth, I'm going to do like a breathing ritual.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So it's not difficult to actually make or do on the daily if that's what you want.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think that would be the easiest way to build a ritual that will stay with you. Like I just said, you don't have to have them stay with you. Like you can just build random rituals just to be special moments. But if you want to have, and there's a part of me, I'm like really divided that way because there's a part of me that really loves structure.
Okay.
And the other part of me cannot follow structure for the life of me.
Interesting.
And so both of these ideas of ritual I love. So I love the idea of that, ritual I have to do every day at a certain time.
Yeah.
Probably won't do it though. But if I attach it to something
then
else,
you will. I think it also is nice to have a bit of both though, because every day is different, right? Or at least hopefully, because it helps, divide your week and everything.
Your time.
Exactly, right? And I think, especially for example, I don't see my friends all the time but when I do, I can make that into a ritual,
for sure.
right? Or
because before you see someone, you often have an intention. It probably already is a ritual in a way.
Yeah,
it's like
without thinking.
I'm gonna catch up. Like I have that intention.
Yeah,
like
exactly. We're gonna do it over wine or drinks or appies or whatever, and that's a ritual in itself because it's what we enjoy doing together. Yeah, but I also. So I like that. I like breaking it up and making it not monotone, but I think if you're doing it on the daily, little steps are best, right? Like again, you're just building. Because if you say, again, it goes back to your yearly intentions and what you're saying starting for the year, right? If you're saying every single day, I'm going to do this ritual, well, that's hard, right? But if you join it with my shower, right? I deep condition my hair. Amazing.
I'm going to do a breathing ritual while I'm showering.
There you go. And it's not hard because we need to shower anyway. At least we should shower anyway, right? So it just, I feel like that's probably the best way to do it. And then you're not stressing yourself out too much and it becomes easy.
Yeah, I like it. So so the two things is the small things and to attach it to other things.
I like it. Okay, next question. How do you feel your rituals reflect the stage of life you're in right now?
Okay, so that's a harder question to answer because I'm just kind of starting to really notice the rituals in my life. So like I'm in my mid-40s. My kids are, well, my oldest is an adult and my youngest is 17. So, so basically I'm sure there's definitely rituals associated with this stuff. I do think that my rituals have shifted. I know like we had a lot of, actually, it's kind of sad in a way because when the kids were little, we had, bedtime rituals.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I don't know when that, like one day that just stops. Like,
I mean, maybe they still have the bedtime rituals. I'm
sure they do. Actually,
it's just not
at one
with
point,
you.
My daughter was sick and like she just had a cold or something. And I tucked her into bed and I said goodnight. And she's like, oh.
It brought back memories, probably.
Exactly. She said, oh, you used to do that all the time. Like it used to be every day.
That's nice. And I think it also depends, right? Because on your priorities and what matters to you too, or what's going on in your life. Because, again, I think about like at least some of the ones that I've mentioned. I'm thinking about self-care. I'm thinking about my dog, and I'm thinking about my career.
Yes.
And those are maybe just the ones that are on the top of my head because they're important for me, but that's my life stage right now, right? Like if I had a baby or a child, it would be completely different and my life and my priorities would be focused on that. So my rituals automatically would be this,
Yeah, that
right?
makes sense, So I think like we all have like a lot of common rituals. I feel that the things that ground us are not necessarily that separate from one another, but they'll definitely be rituals that we do, like, that are related to the things, the parts of our lives that,
right.
So like when I said like there's another cat coming. When I said the part about the bedtime routines and that type of stuff, you know, I have routines with cats.
Hi, kitten.
And you have routines with a dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Jasmine.
Go, baby. Go, 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 go.
Apparently everyone wants to be a star today.
They're all joining us to say hi. And in the background, I don't know if you can hear, but the birds are also being super vocal.
Yeah, they definitely also want to be part of it. Okay, Jasmine. Yeah, everyone wants to be part of this.
Oh. Yeah, and I think definitely your stage of life will define your rituals, but it could also be your rituals define your stage of life too, because I don't think your stage of life is necessarily dependent on just age. It could also just be your mindset as well. So
and the things that are going on in life.
Exactly. And what matters to you.
So like you're building your career. I kind of left the whole career thing and instead building a business. I'm working for another business that I helped build. So like, you know, those have very probably similar. So like you're talking about the getting ready to, like you sit at your desk because you're working from home. I do that too. So yeah, for sure that, you know, we have definitely like similarities where even though we're at a different stage of life, we're not at a different stage quite so much as far as
what some rituals may look like.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because in a way we're all humans. We may have similar rituals.
For sure. Oh yeah, no, that's actually very interesting. I'm like, well, you know, no, but it's true that like, so if you look into it, lots of cultures and like societies grew up with very similar rituals with different explanations behind them. But like similar gestures, like priests and, you know, like it's just like
interesting.
And it's just like, it just shows you like how deeply human it is. Like these moments are so deeply human that we've kind of all separately developed these same moments.
Almost like cross-cultural, just being human, automatically you will have rituals, which is kind of neat.
It is.
Knowing that in a way we're all different, but we're all similar in one way or another.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so now we're going to do a little activity. So we're calling it a takeaway. It's going to be a ritual to return to yourself. So we're going to guide you through the 3 breath opening ritual, which is actually in
the guided ritual. So it's called Flight into Ritual.
Yes.
A guided ritual workbook.
Yeah. So it's in there. So we're going to walk you through it. It's very simple. It's basically like a powerful way to come home to yourself if you're like wanting to set a ritual, or if you want to make this a ritual, because again, mind, body, soul.
It's a super easy one.
Yeah,
you don't need anything. You don't need to make a little card.
Yeah, exactly. And again, you can let this be an anchor for the week ahead, or maybe you want to make it a small ritual that you can return to whenever you need a moment of presence also. So that's kind of neat. So I'm just going to show you guys it's the page in the workbook. So it really breaks it down, and it goes back to the mandala as before. Okay, so the first is you want to set your intention. Okay, so that's the why. So before we begin, just pause. Put your feet on the ground, make sure you're nice and comfortable, and think about the moment and sense what you're arriving with, what you're coming with. So I might choose an intention super light, like maybe like a feather resting in my palm, calm, clarity, steadiness, or simply I'm here and I'm starting something new. Okay. And then we're going to do the opening.
They want to be part of this.
They're like,
too.
yes, I have an intention.
Oh my god.
Okay, so then you have the opening. So basically it's the threshold. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take 3 slow, deep breaths. So each one will mark your entry into the ritual. Okay, so the first breath, you're going to feel the air move in your body, which will be kind of like fluttering, light, la la la. The second one, let your shoulders fall back. Okay. And if you feel something kind of your shoulders stiff or, you know, something, just let it go. Okay. And then the third one's going to be super powerful because that's when you want to feel the moment around you kind of become still and wholesome. And those 3 breaths will symbolize kind of like the doorway of you making that ritual. Okay. So, make sure that you have your hand either on your heart, not on the microphone, on your heart or in your belly. I like to do both because I find my tummy really centers myself as well. And you feel, even as you're breathing, you feel the rise and the fall of your breath in your palm. And this is what you want to be thinking about, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and start and try it out, okay? So close your eyes, feel grounded, feel comfortable. Deep breath. Hold. And release. And hold that again. And we're going to take another deep breath. And breath. And hold that breath. And release. And hold that release. And we're going in for the third and last breath. Breathe deeply. And hold that breath. Feel your body and release it. And we're just going to finish. We're going to take a normal breath. And you can just put your hands back on your lap. And you can just imagine how light you feel and let your body just like, I love doing breath work because I feel like it resets me nicely. So that's a good way to do a ritual.
And we can look at the integration part, which is basically like the reflection and how we brought it into ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, like this sets you up for...
Exactly. My intention was like, I've been feeling like a kink in my shoulder this week. So when I did the breath work, I really focused on that kink and tried to just release it and let it just flow away each time I did my breath. So for me, the integration would be coming back to that and feeling, how do I feel? Like, did that feel better a little bit?
I haven't thought of doing like an intention that was physical like that. That's a great idea. Yeah.
I feel like it could be anything. It could be mental, emotional, physical.
I thought like clarity was my intention.
Okay,
just like,
that's nice.
Yeah. But I like that, I have something in my bag too.
Yeah, just release it. Just release it, right? Because sometimes, I don't know. But it could be anything, right? Because sometimes even our emotions, like let's say something was bothering me today. It could be something as little as someone cut me off on the way here, or I got a really annoying email from my colleague, or whatever it is, right? That could set you and it could bother you. Release that. That could be your intention, to just release that feeling that maybe was clogging your heart or your chest, and just right? And then the integration is coming back to it and making sure, how do you feel? How'd that go, right? And if we go back to the little workbook, you have space to reflect on that at the bottom there. So it's nice. Full circle.
Yeah. Or you can draw, like,
yeah.
Or,
like know, I would draw on my shoulder.
How do you not like this at all?
Exactly. It's like better. Check. Yeah.
All right. So next week we're going to start a new chapter. It's going to be February. So the February theme is mindfulness, embodiment, and the nervous system care.
Cool.
So I think, so we're going to start with meditation. So we're going to get a lot deeper in it. So cool. I'm going to be picking your brain a lot on that one.
Very awesome. I'm excited. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Bye.